Hi guys, welcome to the weekend energies, 29th to 30th of April. As we're closing out on yet another month, let's see what's in store. We're going to go into the current energy, overall energy, collective energy, and then we're going to do individual days. So nothing is yet set in stone as I'm shuffling these cards, and don't let the past hold you back. South Node, we're approaching that South Node in Scorpio lunar eclipse on the 5th of May. So this is the energy that's going to be showing its face, something from the past that needs to be worked through, some fears that might need to be worked through. Let's go into more energies then. I'm using the Energy Oracle deck to see what the overall energy is for this weekend. What do we have? Care and connections, popular energy. This is coming off that 6th of April full moon in Libra. We're still in that balance energy, I feel. And this is care and connections, and this is all care and connections, especially the one we have with ourselves. Interesting energy. The 4th chakra, heart chakra. Yeah, okay, I'm getting understanding what this is all about. The thinking woman. I will put the cards out, then I will go into a deeper energy. Action, into the light and dark. Action. We've had that powerful new moon solar eclipse in Aries, and we're needing to push forward, or we are being told we have to push forward into the light and leaving the past behind. That makes sense. So leaving the darkness, heading forward. Be careful where you're putting your focus this weekend. We are looking at some heart healing. Bottom of the deck we have Goddess of the Moon, so looking at the moon cycles, and actually on Saturday, which is the first day I'm going to be going into individually, the phase of the moon is the first quarter, which is removing any obstacles that might come up this weekend. So Saturday, let's see what we might be removing. Let's go into my moonology and I'll clarify with a tarot card. So yeah, the 4th chakra, some heart healing coming up here. And also where we've been very defensive over our heart. I feel this has been a popular energy where we've been some wounding, especially that masculine, divine masculine energy. Hard work paying off. This is Capricorn energy. That's for Saturday. So areas in your life where you've been, oh my goodness, been focusing. And why I say, oh my goodness, we pulled 2 Capricorns, end of a tough cycle approaches. So closing out this cycle very much so, especially leading up to that lunar eclipse in Scorpio on the 5th of May. In this eclipse season, we're going to be seeing things falling away. This eclipse energy is always associated with the nodes of fate and destiny, and leaving the past behind is what it's trying to tell you here. So any heart healing that has come in, anybody that's hurt your heart, look at the wounding around that. And it's time to go into that divine feminine thinking. What have you learned from these cycles? And it's asking you to push forward into the light. It's time to take action. So your hard work is paying off, and the end of a tough cycle approaches on Saturday. I'm now going to clarify with my Mythic Tarot. I haven't used this for a while. Let's see what's in store for Saturday. Saturday, I'm not pulling them, there's too many. Saturday, the 29th of April. Saturday 29th of April, more moon energy. So this is the High Priestess. So for those of you, which you're watching my channel, so I'm guessing there's quite a lot of you out there that follow the moon cycles, tap into that moon. Possibly you are moon psychics. Very much trusting your intuition on Saturday. You'll know you've been expecting this energy. You've been working with the light and the dark. There's that light and dark energy again. Again, that's the polarity of the eclipse energy, where eclipses are about eclipsing out something in your life. And if you think about the solar eclipse, it's when the sun is eclipsed by the moon. And a lunar eclipse is where the sun eclipses the moon. So it's both the luminaries, the sun and the moon, provide light. And it's almost like going into that shadow aspect of yourself. And for some of you, you're ending out a tough cycle where you've been doing the healing, the purging, the releasing, looking at your shadow work. And this is saying your hard work is paying off. The 4 of Pentacles, so some of you might be hanging on too tightly to the past. This is practical energy. You might be in a lack mentality. And this is asking you to release something again. Remember what this full moon eclipse is coming up. This lunar eclipse rather is in Scorpio. There's some fears that you are needing to leave behind. Let the past go. Queen of Wands. She's beautiful, she's courageous, she's bold, she trusts her intuition. She has the lioness there for protection. For a lot of you, you're having to stand in this Queen of Swords energy. Protect what you have worked for, protect what you have healed through. Protect. That's the word I'm getting, protect. Protect your hard work. And for some of you, it could be financially. You might be fearing somebody's going to take something off you. Another card for that. Yeah, there's a new beginning here. You're clinging on. See how this young man, young child even, is clinging on something so tight. And usually that's what the Four of Pentacles, or it does for me as a reader, is it's a man in the traditional tarot. He's sat and he's clinging on to a pentacle. There might be something that you were needing from childhood, I have to say, that you were needing to release, and you're having to go into your divine fire, courage, strength to set something free. And this is possibly where the obstacles might be coming in. Sunday then, the 30th of April. What do we have? A fiery climax approaches. It's Aries energy. And at the bottom of the deck, wow. Now this is synchronicity at its finest. So I pulled your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Then I pulled the full moon in Capricorn, end of a tough cycle approaches for Saturday. And I've done exactly the same. This is a full moon in Aries, and at the bottom of the deck, it's the new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. But there's some kind of fiery climax. Now that's not saying it's going to be conflicting, although it can be. This is just to say, take on that Aries energy. And the Queen of Wands there that we pulled, I always associate with Aries energy. So this new moon eclipse is very much in the Aries new moon eclipse is very much in the offering here, where it's propelling you forward into something, and it wants to release you from some old wounding, inner child energy. And this is a North Node eclipse that we had in the new moon in Aries, meaning it's wanting you to push you into your fate, into your destiny rather. The South Node can be represented with your fate. New moon, new start is coming. Show the world the real you. This is about areas in your life whereby you've held yourself back, or you've been held back from some old wounding, especially in care and connections. So let's go into the tarot then for Sunday. What is the tarot wanting to clarify with the fiery climax Aries energy? It's time to take action. Channeling this beautiful Aries energy as we approach that full moon. So things might be coming into balance. They're wanting to come into balance, but something might be getting illuminated, some old fears, because we are only days away from that Scorpio full moon. Now on Sunday, the energy of the moon changes from the first quarter to a waxing gibbous. So the waxing gibbous is about reflection, and you know where some adjustments are needed. Wow, we've pulled more moon energy. You can't write this, but this is coupled with the Queen of Pentacles. So there's something practical wants to do, grounded into your world. Now, going back to that new moon, I keep harping on about that new moon in Aries. That an hour later, it went into Taurus energy. The sun went into Taurus, then the moon went into Taurus. So it was very much on the cusp of Aries and Taurus. Now, obviously, they live next door to each other. Aries is fire, Taurus is earth. So something wants to ground into your reality, some kind of fire, something that new moon wanted to get your attention to. Something wants to ground in your practicality. And I feel like this is what's coming in with this Queen of Pentacles. It's a divine feminine. Something wants to be nurtured. Divine feminine practical energy here is about give and take of your worth and your value. This is very much what Taurus represents, worth and value. Trust in your intuition. Or this energy for me is secrets. But also we've pulled the High Priestess, which is the priestess of the moon. She's the queen of the moon. And we pulled moon energy here. So there's some kind of intuition, intuitive energy, but also the moon can represent our fears. Let's pull some more energies for the Sunday. What else do we have? The Hierophant. He is Chiron in Aries, doing that inner work of healing. There's some old wounding, especially in Aries. I am That's what Aries represents. And Chiron is actually in Aries. So this is the wounded healer. The Hierophant. You've got the keys. Yeah, the Hierophant usually is represented by, in traditional tarot, of two people watching the Hierophant, looking up to the Hierophant, and it's got two keys. So this is, for me, is you have the key to your success. You have the key to your healing, or you've gained that key to your healing, that knowledge, that understanding, that divine feminine priestess energy of understanding where you are now about to receive the fruits of your labour. And also Chiron, the hieroglyph in astrology, is a key. It looks like a key. So that's interesting energy. So there's something might be coming in to conclude this wounding, this inner wounding. The Eight of Cups and the Emperor. Wow. So this is you, again, with that full moon energy here approaching, walking away from some old masculine wounding. He's the Emperor. The masculine can portray itself as anger, resentment, and pride. Yes, of course, and pride. So wherever you put pride in place, but also I'm getting the energy of this critical mind whereby sometimes we need to be a little bit defensive because we've been trusting our intuition. We've been putting them boundaries in place because we know, even the caring connections, that some people are just not for our highest good. And I feel this is where there's a lot of healing being coming in. Okay, last card for the tarot. What final message, how we can work through the energies this weekend? What is the final message? The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. It's trying to align you. It's trying to end out a negative cycle. Ten of Swords. This is communication. Don't forget we are still in the Mercury retrograde. So just be very mindful of communication, how you speak to yourself and others. But it's trying to align you to your wish fulfillment. Something you have been waiting on and longing for. But you might have to do some discerning energy. Some kind of logical energy to try and cut out the BS. Okay guys, please do like, subscribe and share my channel. It does help it to grow and prosper. And I'll speak with you soon. Take care.